All right.
Scott. Hi, Scott. How you doing? Coach Bob. Hi, Shelly. Nice to
And
have you on here. Kai. Hey, Jude. Oh, Jude. Okay. Daniel.
all right. Well, welcome, everybody. It's so great to see each and every one of you. It is the AMAs today. Ask Me Anything with the amazing Robert and Terry Hollis. We are so glad to have you with us this Saturday, October 5th. Wow, we're in October already. And we're so glad to have you with us. A few announcements before we get started. And I'm just going to advise you it will be a short Ask Me Anything today. So we're going to try to wrap things up in about 1 hour. That is what I've been told. Robert will explain a little bit more. So, yes. Kai, I'll message you on that. All right. Anyways, here we go. Ninth,
RobertHollis.com/AMA.
enough said. There we go. All right. Okay, Kai, go for it. Uh, Today, oh my gosh, it's because of each and every one of you. Gotta say this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if I could say thank you 9,781 times, of course, we would probably be done with our hour. But that's how many subscribers we have. And we are growing in the last 28 days, 2,245 subscribers. Bless you. Thank you for sharing our content to those with ears that hear.
Thank you, thank you,
Um,
thank you.
Another thing I got to share is that Melody Ryba yesterday during our podcast put a donation into the super chat. So, got to give a shout out to Melody. Love you and appreciate you, Melody. And if you do want to share a super chat, and if you're watching us on YouTube, it's very simple to do. Look at the bottom of the chat. There's a dollar sign enclosed with a box. Click on that and you can donate to the organizations that Robert supports. One is Jesus Way. It's an orphanage, as well as other charities. And all the money goes to those charities. So thank you very much. I'll put the, we'll keep up on that. And I'll post the podcast from yesterday in the chats in just a moment. The whole point behind Ask Me Anything is you get to ask a certified millionaire any question. And that's why we do these on this day on Saturdays. So if you want to ask Robert a question, and we will try to get through as many questions today as we possibly can, please either ask your question in the chats, either Zoom or YouTube, or if you want to speak with Robert directly, you got to raise your hand. And we got two hands already up from Kai Au and Coach Bob. Very simple to do. Put your cursor, if you're watching us on Zoom, in the middle of the screen. Look at where I am. You can poke me in the face with your cursor, however you want to do that. On the bottom, you'll see a bunch of buttons. One of them is raise hand. Click on that. It will notify us that you have a question, and you get to talk to Robert directly. That's what AMA is all about. Ask Me Anything. Finally, before we turn it over to our hosts with the mosts, I love Robert, your son, great with the graphics, Matthew Hollis. Matt, wish you were with us today. If you are, I just don't see you yet in order to add you, but we love and appreciate you. He's our executive producer, but he created this graphic with one of Robert's best sayings, which I love. It's on my Instagram account. And I so appreciate it because it is so true. You're the best investment you can make.
Yes, 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 yes.
And with that being said, I can't really do it the song because I don't have it queued up, but I feel like doing it right now. Let's get it started high. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started high. Let's get it started in here with Terry and Robert Hollis.
Thank you, Craig. Craig, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I know I didn't get a chance to say hi to each and every one of you, but thank you for being on here. See some new faces. So, Tanissa, great to talk to you on Facebook. And I see Chuck here and Beth Wells. Thank you very much. And I just love and appreciate you guys. I missed you. The one thing that I did find out about in the traveling to, Budapest and to Amsterdam and Vienna, Austria, and Bratislava, Yugoslavia, pretty close. Slovakia, okay, is there is an international language to money, happiness, and freedom. And if you can get people to imagine a better lifestyle, it's pretty amazing. So to see, literally hundreds and hundreds of people that showed up at these events, all there to see a way not only to, be more connected in life and to have more freedom, a better lifestyle, it's just amazing. So to watch my organization just continue to grow and grow and grow. Now I have an entire new group. You guys will see them on the leaderboard. Yeah, I think they got like 5 out of the top 10, but it's people from Poland. So Tomas and his team from Poland, they're just going bananas. And then we got a new guy that I brought in, Charles, that's down in Nigeria, very big networker. And so to just watch this industry just continue to grow and grow and grow is really amazing. And I wanted to just share with each and every one of you a couple of things there. What we started doing is, there's 2 ways of doing a presentation. You guys have heard me say this, documentation beats conversation. I not only own the patent on it, but the trademark and the domain. And the only reason that I say that is I just want to show you guys a couple of slides, not slides, I mean, Google searches, because I just think it's amazing that when I talk about this concept called trading, how many of you guys know that trading is been out there longer than money? See, it was called bartering, right? So if you grew any kind of food, or you would trade that food for someone that might have some skills, like, shoeing a horse or whatever. And one of the things, with the, Terry and I being in Montana, there's still places that you can go visit that they're called trading posts. So I realized that when I post on social media about trading, that's a trading post. Oh, I'm sorry. That was like a dad joke, or maybe even a Craig Jackman joke. But but the international thing, when I see people on here, Arthur, congratulations, he got another guy, and also #1 on the leaderboard for TradeX Mastery. He only let Jenna Zweigel, the co-founder and owner of the company, I think he let her have it for like 8 hours or something like that before he took it away. But one of the things is when you're posting your withdrawals, that's an international language. See, some of you are still focused too much on sales. So when I thought about trading, even in very biblical, different religions, they always talk about this bartering. We all hear the story about, there was one guy that, sold out one of his best friends for some talents. You know what I mean? And it's like, you just really understand that people keep thinking all the time that, and it's bizarre, but a lot of people will say money doesn't buy happiness, but neither does poverty, right? And one of the biggest issues that are going on right now is because of the disaster that happened, is one of their biggest upsets is, why do some people get money and others don't? Oh, well, if money isn't important, then why is it a big deal to you what people in disasters get? Because it's important. See, we got to just stop lying to ourselves that all the people that are in the current hurricane path, that maybe $1,200 or $3,000 would be better than $750. So let's not talk about you guys. Let's talk about the people that are desperate and need money right now. Would you like to give them money? See, some of you right now, your hearts are hurting. You know, we had an inner circle and Jody Falcon was on there, and her heart hurts for these people. And it should hurt for those people. I just don't want to be in a situation where I say after I see a disaster that I just wish I had the money to help them out. How many times do you want to say in your mind, I just wish I had some extra money to help people in need? See, so sometimes it's easier to do it for you than it is for other people, right? No, it's easier to do for other people more than you, right? So I just want to share you some quick things because me and Josh Wagle were constantly saying, and I'm always this way, say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can, right? So who all of a sudden came up with this concept? I'll share my screen here. But I'm willing to admit that I don't know that I don't know. See, there's some people out there. How many of you know people? I know it's no one on here, but how many of you guys do know people that know everything? See, there's no one here, but understand that. So when you look at this, and I just put in, how big is Forex? And all of a sudden you see here where it says Forex is 7 trillion daily. Daily. Okay. And my whole entire life, I've talked about millions. And then I've been blessed to step into some arenas where there's billions. Then you step into a realm of trillions, and then you find out that it's daily. $7 trillion in volume every day trading. But like I said, doesn't that make sense to you guys? Because we know this stuff is going on all the time. You know, we got an election coming up in about a month, and everyone talks about, you know, who's paying each other under the table. It's like, if you took money out of politics, I mean, who would be in it? And so you really think about this. So I thought, wow, I didn't know. I didn't know that 7 trillion people did that. Then I put over here, how many of you guys have money in a bank? Now, Josh told this story, and I have this personal story. If any one of you have ever gone down and tried to get a bunch of money out of a bank, it's very disheartening. So I went down to a bank, and me and Matt wanted to do a video. It's on YouTube and Facebook. And I told him, I said, I need $60,000 in cash. And their response to me is, we can't do that. I'm going, wait a minute. I have a lot of money in your account. No, you definitely do. Thank you very much for being a customer. So I need 60,000 of that money given to me. We don't carry that money in our branches. No one has that kind of money in the branches. And I go, how can I get the money? We can order it, and you can go to the main branch in downtown Billings, and they'll probably need at least 48 hours or so to get the money. And then they'll have to take you into a vault. You got to sign a piece of paper to get it. But I'm going to do the video, so I got the money, right? The point is, as Josh said, that him and Jenna got mad at a certain bank. I won't say their names, you know, but their initials are WF. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing that bank's missing is the T in the middle, right? The T in the middle, WTF, right? But they got mad at that bank, so they went down to pull all their money out, and they were told the same thing. So how many people know if banks don't have the money, the physical money there, how do they make money? Well, they trade your money. So did you guys know that all these banks trade Forex to make money on your money? Do you see one in there that you recognize? Citibank, JP Morgan, Bank of America, just some small ones. All right. So these guys use other people's money. We put our deposits in, and then the government allows them to lend 10 times the deposits that they have. You guys want to talk about a scam? How many of you guys would like to be able to spend 10 times more money than you have? So then they give out loans, home loans, car loans, personal loans, and then we pay that money back, and the money that we got sitting in the deposits, they're giving us hardly nothing, right? That's one of the things with Hannah, my daughter-in-law, when she told me about Robinhood, and I said, okay, I'll create a Robinhood account. I want to, buy some stock. And right away it said in there, it says, move all your money over. We'll pay you 5% on your money. Well, right now our credit union is paying us nothing, right? And so when you realize that the biggest banks in the world trade on Forex to make money with our money, how many of you know that was not taught in school? Right? All right. So then you put in billionaires that trade in Forex. And so all of a sudden, when you see all of these people that trade Forex, not to make millions of dollars, to make billions of dollars. And it's, again, one of those things that I didn't know. I always say that statement all the time. What you know that you know that you know isn't so. When would you like to know? So I think it's pretty interesting when you see all of these people that trade Forex, that banks trade Forex, that major companies trade Forex to make money, and they're trading $7 trillion a day. And people are like, hey, I've heard of this stuff. Well, yeah, it was there before the generations were born. So now I think of one other thing that I thought I'd like to share with you guys. So when you have expert traders trading for you, and I see Joel, and he's focused on trading gold. Because here's the other question I'm getting asked now because of AI. It's like, well, what happens? What if, these people that live their life and what if till they die? It's like, well, what if all of a sudden Forex disappears? And I'm just in my mind going, I don't know. This is a stupid feeling, but I really think that gold is going to be around for a little while. You know what I mean? And when I mean little while, I'm talking about when I'm no longer here, I still think that gold's going to be valuable. Do you guys agree? But let's just say it's not. Then what is going to be valuable? Uh-oh, that dirty word, crypto, right? So it's like when you really understand that trading has been around forever, that everyone's doing it but me. Now, there's probably a lot of people that we always hear about the stock market going up and down. How many of you guys have heard in the last year that I think Wall Street and the stock market is broken a record 22 times in this year? But it also broke records in all the years before that. Wait a minute. What? Yeah, even on bad days and bad years, the stock market still has record days. So you sit there and you go, how many of you guys really, truly know anyone that if you ask them how they made their money, they would tell you, oh, someone taught me how to do this trade called, trading, a skill. I learned that skill, and I've been able to make millions, if not billions, doing that. See, I don't know anybody. So I've always stayed away from it. See, that's called ignorance. Just because you're ignorant doesn't mean you should stay there. So I met a guy 37 years ago that went, Robert, I got a question for you. And I said, sure. He goes, so what are you going to do when your knee heals? After you get off workman's comp, I'm going to go back and get my job back. Why would you get a job? And I said something like this. That I got to pay electric bill. I got to pay rent, mortgage. I got to pay car insurance. And he's going, so the reason you're going to get a job is because you need money. And you guys got to understand that I'm listening to this guy and I'm going like, listen, am I putting off something that makes me look like I'm that stupid? Yes, I need money. And that's why I got a job. And he said, well, if you just needed money, why don't you just learn from someone that knows how to make money? And that's when I got, you do that look where you're like, see dogs and you give them, you give them words and they're like, which really makes you understand something. Jody will love this joke. I just told Terry this. Why does human beings think they're smarter than dogs and cats and other animals? Because they understand words that come out of your mouth and you don't understand anything that comes out of theirs. How many of you have animals and you know not to say certain words around them? It's like, man, if I say this, they're game on, man. They're like, hey, let's go, right? And so one of the things I think that, yeah, Arthur put it down there. Yeah, we can't say that word. They're laying down right now. It'd be like all over, right? So I want you guys to understand that I only wanted to share those little slides with you. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch Jenna's new videos, but that's where we're going, is to get people just to go, I didn't realize. So when someone told me that I could actually earn a percentage off a large group of people every month, do you understand, as soon as I got that piece of knowledge, I was ruined? Some of you heard that knowledge and went, not for me. I heard that knowledge and went, hang on a second. I need to understand this. If I introduce a product or a service to an individual that can put their lives in a better place, and they continue to purchase that product every time they do, I get paid again? Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. And then there's another group of people going, I don't have time to introduce people to a better quality of life because I'm too busy and tired after my job. And I'm going like, hey, they just weren't as desperate as I was, right? So then my next question was, how can I introduce people to this? And he's like, why did you come down here? And I said, because Sean told me you make 62 grand. And he goes, so you came down and said what? Can I see your check? And I said, yeah. So now that you've seen my check, can you tell people that you've seen the check and then they need to come meet me? And I went, I absolutely could do that. So now we're into trading, right? And I just want you guys to know that, Arthur and Kai and Jamie and Curtis, Arthur, I mean, all of these people are KCs on here. And I'm seeing, Bill and Lucas and all these people that are posting their wins on the social media. When I worked with them before trading and they weren't posting anything. But now they're posting like, hey, you guys, it's funny. I think this is a great story. Curtis sent me a couple of screenshots and then he posted it on social media. He's like, my God, I made over $1,000. What the hell is this all about? Where'd this come from? And I'm going like, wow, little steps at a time. It just kept building. It just kept building until his residual check got to a place where he made $1,000. And I'm going like, man, Curtis, can you imagine what happened if you actually focused on this? Because Curtis is too busy doing other things. See what I mean? Because that's where his head is. So I know some of you are really going to change when you get, you win your challenges. And then after you win your challenges, you guys get to take a withdraw. You know what I mean? It changes people's mentality. And so the one thing I wanted to share with you guys is, the last presentation that Maddie and Ollie and Josh Wagle and I did. If you guys watched that, Abdullah was on there. The new way, did you guys like where he went, hey, here's my phone. Here's Telegram. I'm going to just click in here and go to the Akashics community. And then after I go to the Akashics community, our TradeStar community, I'm just going to click right here in the middle, and that says results. And now that I clicked on results, let me just show you all the success stories. Let me know when you've seen enough. All right, here we go. And if they ask a question, you go, I don't know. All I know is, did you see this guy's story? Did you see this girl's story? Did you see this guy's story? Did you see this girl's story? And it's like people want to know. I don't know Tradenese. I don't know Vietnamese. I don't know Tradenese. And I got on a training for the company, and Todd Falcone said, Robert, have you passed your challenge yet? And I said, no, but I have 600 brand new people in TradeStars. How many of you, if you were going to build a Telegram group, how long would it take you guys to put 600 people into that group? So there's something happening, right? And so that's what I wanted to leave you guys with. I just wanted to leave with you guys that your mentality and telling other people's success stories is where this is at. So it doesn't take me long when Jenna does a withdrawal or she does a post that everyone's posting it. No, everyone's not posting it. But the people that are posting it, Tanisha's on here, and she, she's a brand new person, and she reached out to me, hey, I seen a bunch of your posts on social media. Can you help me out with some of the information here? Yeah, no problem. So, universal language is lifestyle and what your life would be if money wasn't the issue. Can any of you even imagine never thinking about money again? You should. You should. And according to a lot of experts, you should spend at least 17 seconds on that thought. Getting up, clicking on an app, looking at your balance, and going, I'm okay for the rest of my life. I'm okay, my family's okay for the rest of their life. Wouldn't it be neat? What was that? Wouldn't you be happy and grateful? Yeah. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I just want you guys to do what I always do. And that's, I'm really, really good at selling myself. Right? And I hope that you guys don't think this is mean, but when I seen Arthur pass the challenge and then Arthur do a withdrawal, I've now gotten to know Arthur very personally because I'm proud of him. I want to know what his dreams are, where he's going. I know where his goals are. I know what he wants to accomplish. But when I look at Arthur, there's nothing that Arthur is that makes me go, yeah, Arthur's just special. Arthur's special, and he's got some gift that I don't have. But now I really personally know Jenna Zweigel. And she blew up 10 challenges. And now she does a withdrawal, and I know Jenna really well. And I'm going, man, if Jenna can trade and make money, everyone can do it. Because she is the queen of distraction. And that's just who she is, But there wouldn't be HempWorks without her. A majority of the products that we have in the company wouldn't be here without her. I love that she's that way. So now all of a sudden I'm in Budapest And she whips out her phone and she goes, oh, trade alert. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, bang. Look at Robert, look at all the green. And I'm going like, damn it, man. Damn it. You know what I mean? It's like when Arthur does it, I'm going, what Arthur would, oh, I used to be a top sales rep. Then I was good in, I sold cars and broke records. And then I got into real estate and I made a bunch of money in real estate. And I'm going, okay, so maybe Arthur, without me knowing it, is maybe a little bit of a Rain Man. Maybe one for, what is it? One for down, one for up, two for down or whatever. And I'm going, maybe Arthur, without me knowing him, is a little bit of a savant. Have any of you said that to yourself, seeing Arthur win? Listen, Arthur's special. He's really, really special. When Jenna started doing it, I'm going, oh my God, I got to get home and I got to watch these videos and I got to freaking start doing it. Because Jenna's going to beat us to death with it. So a quick shout out to Matthew. He's not on here, but Josh Wagle and Jenna Wagle seen his video on how to connect everything. And that's now one of the main videos that they're promoting. So I know that corporate also reached out to them where they were impressed with the video, and they're going to ask Matt to start doing some other videos for MDC and Akashic. So that's going to be really, really cool. So I'm now open for questions. I'm going to turn it back over to Craig, but do whatever you need to do to convince yourself and sell yourself on why you need to spend a little bit of time learning this skill. Because like I said in the inner circle, I don't know what makes the market go up and down, but I know someone that studied it for 8 years and made $500,000 doing it, that he thinks he understands it. And when people follow him, they get greens. And when people think they're following him, they get red. Did you hear what I said there? There's some people that are still reaching out to me. I'm doing exactly what you tell me to do. And I'm following Joel and I get reds. No, you're not doing what Joel told you to do. You think that you're doing what Joel told you to do. Just like 37 years of me telling people how to build an organization of thousands of people so they never have to work again. They keep telling me, I'm doing exactly what you're telling me to do. And I'm going, no, you're not. So it was fun for Arthur sharing with us his personal journey, because he's had ups and downs, and then he started winning and he's had ups and downs. And I just love that Arthur's aware enough to go, yeah, I got a little cocky. I've beaten everyone on the leaderboard. I had 16%, 27,000 in profit. And then all of a sudden, Jenna says, look it, I'm number one. And I go on TradeX Mastery, look at the leaderboard, and Arthur's not even on the board. And I'm like, damn it, man. What the hell happened? Life. That's what happens. He's got a lot of things going on in his life. And sometimes we allow things, or should I say most of the time, we allow things to get us off our energy. You know what I mean? Get us off our frequency. And we think everything's okay. And then we go to do things that acquire a little more focus. And it wasn't there. We thought it was there. It just wasn't there. I forget, there was one person that reached out to me. It was Curtis. And Curtis goes, it's just hard to follow it's hard to follow the trades when I need to be focused on making money. What? Yeah. I can't focus on the trade and do the TP 1, 2, 3 and do partial stuff because I'm focused on making money. And I'm going, I thought that the focus is making money would be following the damn trades. Now that would be something that Coach Bob would say. I'd really like to make a lot of money in trading, but damn it, I got to focus on making money. And I'm going like, are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself? I can't really spend a lot of time watching the videos and getting better at trading so I could have $5,000 days, because I need to focus on making money so I can make sure to cover my $2,000 rent payment.
But Arthur does it. Arthur does it all.
Yeah, and it's like, there's people that have been in the company less than 2 months that are having $5,000 days. I know, but I don't have the time to watch the videos because I got to focus on making money. Hey, aren't we funny as human beings? Because I got involved in Akashics at the end of August, end of July. My account's not in profit. My account's not positive. I haven't passed phase 1 and 2. I'm not funded. So guess what? I just was yelling at you guys for not having enough time to focus on making money because you think you're focused on making money. But I'm doing the same damn thing. I'm doing exactly the same thing as a majority of people that watch this live or recorded. The difference with me and the excuse that I'm going to use is that in the midst of that, I brought in over 500 new traders. Okay. So I look at these traders and I'm going like, wow, you know, Tomas from Poland went 1K, hit 5K in like 2 other days. Right now, I looked at my back office. He's already sitting at 6,000 in volume. He broke 2 other people at 1Ks. So that group, just like my other groups, are going to make me money every week for the rest of my life. So I'm glad that I went over to Europe and met Tomas and helped my, I went over, you guys, I'll say one other thing. I'm not going to say who the leaders were because this is funny, but I had leaders set me and Josh down before we did the Budapest event. And they said, you need to do us a huge favor. I said, yeah, whatever. And they go, don't talk about Akashics. We think that if you talk about Akashics, it'll get everybody off track. So they're making really good money right now selling physical products, and we don't want them to be distracted making no money. Do you guys find it funny right now that I'm saying this stuff and we have a really good at hearing other people's mental blocks, right? It's like you're going, rah, rah, and it's like you're hearing Dino going off in their head and they're going like, they're saying that out loud. And they don't even know that they're saying that out loud, right? So universe works in some pretty cool ways. So Esther comes up to me. That's one of the main translators of Romania. And she wasn't listening to her upline. And she passed the challenge and got funded. And that happened on the day that I arrived in Budapest. So I told Josh about it, and we made a big deal out of her. And then everybody wanted to know about Akashics. And then I got Joel to do a Zoom. We had 106 people on there. And in a blink of an eye, I have 100 new traders and Akashics. And I'm going like, wow, there was a lot of people that go, yeah, I'm not good at selling product, and I'm not good at being an influencer and building a YouTube channel, and I'm not really good at recruiting, but I can press a frickin' button. I can hook up some apps and pay attention and press a button. I can do. So it's funny that they didn't want to be unfocused, and now everyone's focused on it. Pretty interesting, huh? All right. So Craig, we're going to turn it over to you, and we're going to answer some questions here. And again, I apologize, but we're going to be out of here in 20 minutes.
All right. So
by the way, you guys are sure welcome to ask her any question. She's over here right now being a floater, if you guys know what Big Brother's all about.
I've been doing that for 30 some years.
Oh.
It's worked pretty well for me. So
Awesome.
Hey, you can master something. Best wife, best mother.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously, if we have time, we should be talking to Terry too. But I only think we're going to be getting in the two people who have their hands raised today.
Okay. I agree.
Yes, I agree, Jerome. Do not evict Terry. So we're going to go ahead. What was that, Terry?
I said not yet.
Hey, Jerome,
okay.
I guarantee she's going to make it to the two people. She's definitely going to make it to that.
All right.
I'm afraid I'm going to be the guy voted out.
Plus, she's got 2 trips to enjoy coming up, right? Because you got Dallas and you got Dubai. And, just real quick, before we get to Kai and Coach Bob, there was, let's see, hold on a second, because Sarah Lipscomb said that she has 3 tickets for sale for the Dallas event. And so,
I thought you were going into a song, Tickets to Paradise, and just I
got 2 tickets to paradise.
Oh, okay.
I got you covered there. So, and Sarah is here in the chat. So if you want to, go ahead and connect with Sarah. The tickets are $100 each for sale. So to attend the Dallas conference, speak with her, please. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Sarah, thank you for making those tickets available. We appreciate it. All right. So that being the case, we have Kai and Coach Bob with their hands up. Kai, you are first. Go ahead, unmute, and please share with us.
All right. Thank you for everything that you are doing, Robert. It's been I think we all had a very, very interesting trade week. But, everything happens for a reason. And the crazy thing is that I've been posting about my wins and other people's wins of how they're earning money through Akashics. And my guest, Beth Wells, is on here right now and reached out to me yesterday. I wanted to know more. So interestingly enough, she's on here right now. And Beth, if you got any questions, feel free to throw it out there on the chat, or if you can, raise your hands. But Robert, thank you very much for everything that you are doing for all of us, because it's now making people realize that my daily choice is not just CBD. It's not just essential oils. It's not just about health and wellness and weight loss, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We have a company that allows us to make 8 multiple streams of income, maybe more, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And it's a parachute for all. So for so many people who are going through these crazy, uncertain financial times. And it's just, I just want to say, it's a great blessing. And Beth, if you got any questions, feel free to shout out to Robert.
Well, thank you, Kai, and welcome, Beth. Yeah, Beth, all I can tell you is you're in good hands. I like to call Kai sometimes Allstate, because you're in great hands, like the insurance company. And Beth, it's just very, very simple. If you've seen the playlist, it's each one of those testimonials are testimonials of successful people that have learned to follow tap to trade, and also people that are learning to copy and paste trade alerts. And of course, there is the other aspect that when you realize that it's for real and that it's a 10-year-old company, Akashics is 2 years old. Joss Wagel gave me this solid gold Akashic card 2 years ago when he started it, and he just keeps making it gooder and gooder. So it's for real. Terry and I are now $15,000 away from making $5 million with My Daily Choice. So it's going to be neat. So by this time next month, she'll be a mega millionaire, and that's pretty impressive. That a lot of people probably haven't made $5 million in their entire lifetime. So that's been pretty cool. So thank you, Kai. I love and appreciate you.
No problem. And interestingly, Beth is actually in your area. She's in Billings, Montana.
What?
Well, she's in Billings, Montana. This is like an easy thing for her to do. So Beth, we're outside of Billings in a small city called Laurel. Yeah, we're both in Yellowstone, Montana. That's cool.
And Beth did pose a quick question, and I'm
Okay.
sure, just really fast. She said, if someone is starting and doesn't have a lot of money, how does that work?
The first question I would ask you, Beth, is what is a little money, right? If a person was going to trade, you got to find a way to come up with $149. You got to find a way. And if you can't find a way, you can become an affiliate for free and share your Akashics link to get other people involved to make the money to be able to afford the 149. So it's just that simple. It really, really is. So if you have zero money, you can do it. And if you have 149, you get sort of like a little kickstart or a head start, because the company is giving people $10,000 in funding, right now to trade with, if they can find a way to come up with 149. So I hope that answered your question, Beth. Great question.
All right. Excellent. Kai, thank you for introducing us to Beth. Beth, welcome to the family. We appreciate you. And Kai, thank you very much for everything that you do.
Thank you for all that you do, Craig. Back to you.
Bless you. Thank you so much. And I just found out, Sarah, thank you for letting me know, because I know that was as of this morning, you made the announcement. But here's the update. Those tickets were sold to someone during their Super Saturday meeting earlier today. So
nice.
We got you taken care of, got you covered. Sarah, thank you. And of course, contact me. And when we have these meetings, we'll share where we can, especially when it comes to tickets to events like this. So awesome. All right. Thank you again, Kai. Thank you, Beth. Welcome. And thank you, everybody who's watching. Welcome. If you are watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button. That's the thumbs up. And we appreciate that very, very much. I will post, by the way, never mind. Nothing. Moving right along after saying that. Coach Bob, go ahead, open up, and please share with us. Welcome.
Oh, so glad you're back, Robert. Oh, so this one's for Terry.
How you doing, Coach Bob?
Oh, awesome. I'm doing awesome. I just bought the annual Akashics and Dream Trips.
Nice.
So I brought the brand bucks, and then through the brand bucks, I ended up buying that. But
so now you're gonna get 200,000 in funding.
Yeah. So I just started working on it. Yeah.
Nice.
So I still have my 50 so I didn't know you could get both of them, free.
Okay.
I got the 50 and now I've got the 200 I'm working on. So
yeah.
Thanks. So my first question is for Terry. What did you do? Did you do anything special when Robert was gone?
I did it all.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is all? I've never even met the guy. You know what I mean?
Because it's a guy. I'm just messing around. Listen, I'm a homebody. I went shopping with my best friend and we had lunch and stuff. So I'm cool with being with these two yahoos on the floor and my other son in the room. So it's all good.
All right, good.
But thanks.
Yeah.
Dex
you weren't
and Leo.
bored, hey, since Robert isn't there?
What?
You weren't bored?
God, no.
Because he's fun all the time. You got to have him around. Yeah, I think so.
No, he's fine. We giggle and laugh. But yeah, I did miss him,
What?
Yeah.
Just a scotch, though.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, God.
40
I
years.
don't want to build you up so you can't get through the door.
So could you go over the deal they have with Akashics now if you buy the year? And then if you get the brand bucks first? I heard you talk about that in one of the webinars.
Say that again.
So you had said someone from when you were over there that someone was having people buy brand bucks for the year. So because it ended up to be a huge deal. So
so he was just telling people there's no way that you can learn how to be an effective trader in 30 days. And what was amazing about that is he said everyone that he said that to agreed. So even if you used Arthur's story, right? So it took Arthur a month and a half to pass his challenges. He lost 2. And then he started going into profit and withdrew 10 grand. So even if the best success stories out there, it took him more than 30 days. So he said, don't you agree that you could get a discount? And so, that's $1,499. But if you come in on that yearly, they'll give you $100,000 funding that you can get for free. And so people are like, so the only ones that balked at that, they're going, God, $1,499. And he goes, well, listen, he said, I'm just going to tell you, Bob, but you can actually go in to MDC and buy the $7.99 brand bucks and then buy the $1.99 brand bucks. And then when you go to the shopping cart, you can click on brand bucks to buy the yearly for the Akashics. And now instead of $14.99, it costs you $9.99. You save, almost $500. And people go, that's a deal. Then I'm doing that. And he did 10 of them. He wasn't so Tomas is on the leaderboard right now. And so they're selling yearly memberships. That's all they're selling. They're not selling monthly memberships. They're selling yearlies.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal. That's a phenomenal deal. Because when I got in for that a year ago or 2 years ago, I paid $1,200.
Yeah.
So
and so it's not only a really good deal, but for people that need to make fast money, when we have a couple of new people that are on here, is like so now you think that he turned around and brought somebody in, that's 600 points, and then at 50%, that's like 250 up front, $50 goes in the binary. So, making $250 on every yearly membership is pretty amazing, right? And so it's really, really cool. And now they got the package now where you talked about, where you're doing the yearly with Dream Trips. And I look at that value and it's almost like $7,000 worth of value, and you get all the, the cruise, and you get all the points that you can use on Dream Trips, and you get a very significant discount on both memberships. And so I believe that's $19.99, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for that's what is that? That's $200,000 in funding from the prop firm, which they charge almost $1,000 for that. And then on top of that, you're thinking about the points, right?
Right.
So I think that the full points are like $1,250, right? So that's like that's $600 and upfront money that's paid out to you next Thursday for showing people the value, So I always think that people are really scared of showing people the big packages for value, because they always think that everyone else doesn't have money if they don't have money.
Right.
It's an incredible trick that we play on ourselves. So when we go, well, I couldn't afford to buy that package, that means that everyone that I know and the billions of people on social media, none of them have, $2,000 either. That's not true. And my new phase, Bob, that you can use for a pitch is, I'm like saying now that, this is so easy, a baby boomer can do it. So any other questions, Bob?
Yeah, but I want to thank you guys for doing the Telegraph, Craig and Matt. It's phenomenal. It helps out everyone, right? And then Arthur's in there helping out everybody. I just got to get in there more. And but just thanks so much. And Beth, jump in that Telegram group. You'll learn a lot. Even if you're not in, Akashics and that. Yeah, just get in there.
I shared that with Tanisha. She's on here, brand new person. And when I shared her the Telegram groups, that her first responses back to me was, can I share this with new people? So, again, documentation beats conversation. So, and Tanisha, I'm sorry I haven't gotten a chance to listen to your voice messages yet, but I will when I get done here.
Yeah, but love and appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I thank so much for everything you guys do, and the team. Thanks. Wish everyone the best of luck this week on the
it's gonna be an awesome month. I I know this without a shadow of a doubt. 37 years I've been involved in marketing. And here's one thing that I'll close with, and we'll let Craig close it out. You know what I love most about momentum? Is everybody wants it. so for those of you that love sports, it's amazing how something so small can switch the momentum. and you watch the other team just totally walk away from it, whether it's a tackle or a stop, you know, for a first down or an interception or a run back. You know, there's always these things where, you know, a basketball team, someone will steal the ball and then go down and dunk it. And it just switches instantaneously the momentum. And, you know, if you're playing at home, the crowd's back in it. And if you're not playing at home, you took the home crowd out of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing crazier than to sit in a stadium of, you know, 10,000 people and you can hear a pin drop because everybody just went, did that just really happen? Did that guy intercept that pass and run it back for a touchdown? That didn't really happen, did it? And it's like, everybody's like, so the reason I say that is there's no doubt in my mind that for the last 3 months, you know, June going into July, July into August, and August and September, that the Akashic brand right now is more than doubling every single month. And so, and when you look at the Akashic's telegram and the Trade Start telegram, we're just now starting to get people that are pulling funding out. It's like, that's where my imagination is, you guys, is imagine when we have hundreds of people in Trade Stars all making withdrawals every month. You will not have to say anything.
Right.
You'll just have to say, well, this person withdrew money, this person withdrew money, this person withdrew money, this person withdrew money. And that's what I was really bringing up to the people in Slovakia, is because I just did what I've always done with you guys. I just go, hey, you know, let me show you something. And it was crazy to log into MDC and show my back office and have everyone in the room just lean forward at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, because what was cool about my role that I played in this tour that went everywhere is I was telling these young kids that Josh and Jenna are in their 30s. Josh is 33, but the company's 10 years old. And that my wife and I have been with them for 6.5 years and are just about to surpass 5 million in earnings. And Josh told me the vision and the dream of Akashics 2 years ago in September. And I'm going, some of you are worried about getting involved in MDC and Akashics, but I'm telling you what, it's like the guy from Poland, Tomasz. I looked at his username and his username was Last Dance. So, you know, people are starting to understand that they can plant their flag here and they can take their time to learn and get this figured out and know that it's going to be here a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. That's the only thing that my mentors have over me. Jeff Roberti's been in the same company for 35 years. This company is my longest, 6.5 years.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm looking at, you know, in my 70s and in my 80s and in my 90s, you know, how much money and how many people are we going to impact? You thought you were going to get rid of me quicker? It's like, but Bob, thank you very much. I'm very, very proud of you. And I know that this is mentally working on you because it was easy for Coach Bob to be in the top 5, if not number 1 on the leaderboard every month. And now he's like, he's not in the top 10 anymore. And it's like
20th. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
All these people,
What's
I've
that?
never seen so much momentum.
Yeah.
You're still on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm happy. Everyone's doing well. You know, it'll come around.
I love that. That's when what I want for every one of you and Coach Bob is the same thing I want for myself. There's not any scarcity. You know, there's just no scarcity. There's enough to go around for everyone.
Yeah.
And you know, people just don't, if people get that there's plenty for everyone. And I know that there's people out there that are going to say, well, if everyone was trading, then what? That's never going to happen. Yeah. That's like believing that everyone's going to like their self before and after this election in the United States. It's like, I'm pretty optimistic. I'm just not that optimistic. And then it's funny, last night, Terry and I was watching,
good movie, Wolves.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt and,
George Clooney.
I mean, so looking at those, what's bad about that? You know?
I know. Then she took it out on me, which was pretty cool. It's like, ow! Hey, we got video.
You guys are great. You should have your own show.
Spousal abuse. We should do our own podcast. Damn it, that hurt. All right. So love you, Coach Bob. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Craig.
All right, Coach Bob, thank you so very, very much. And that's going to put a wrap on the day. But we thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. A couple of quick things as we wrap up, because we want to make sure that you have all the links that we have shared in both chats. Now, very, very simple to do. If you're watching us on Zoom, they're in the chat right now, but we will post those links in the post description below right after we are done here today. If you are here watching us on Zoom, go to your meeting chat, click on the 3 dots next to Ask Me Anything, and then click on Save Chat. Those will download to your computer. That's how simple it is. Got to give shout outs to everybody who's been participating today besides Robert and Terry and myself, Arthur Wainyo, Kai Au, Beth Wells, Coach Bob Johnson. Of course, big shout out to Matt Hollis. Matt, thank you so very much for being our foundation, our executive producer, the man behind the scenes who helps us do all the voodoo that we do so well. And oh gosh, yes, of course, Dex and Leo, the other men behind the scenes who help us do that voodoo that we do. All right. So thank you all very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep on keeping on. This is going to be an exciting ride, and we're so glad to have you on board with us. Until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and unmute so that we can all say so long. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Robert. I love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Sarah, Peter. Beth.
Bye. See you in Dallas.
Good to see everybody.
Daniel, Jenny, yeah, she never got her audio hooked up. Hi, Melody. Special K, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Jerome, Kevin, Karen, Tom.
Good to see you all.
Peter and Linda. It's like,
We love you guys.
Going to go. Stop showing his ticket to Dallas Fort Worth.
Take it easy.
Jamie, Bill, Coach Bob. Thank you, Craig. I love you guys. Good night, Terry.